If you are watching this video, there's a 90% chance you own a boat product, or your friend does, or you have at least thought about buying one. Boat is everywhere in college bags, at the gym, on metro commutes, in hostel rooms. They built one of the fastest growing D2C brands India has ever seen. Started in 2016, crossed 4,000 crores in revenue, became the number one audio brand in the country. But here's the question nobody is asking. After someone buys their first boat product, what does boat actually do to keep them? Because selling to millions of people is impressive, keeping them is a completely different game. For anyone who doesn't know the full story, Boat was founded in 2016 by Aman Gupta and Samir Mehta. Their insight was simple but powerful. Indian youth wanted stylish, affordable audio products, but everything in the market was either too expensive or too boring. So, Boat came in with products that looked great, felt premium, and were priced for a college student's budget. They didn't just sell earphones, they sold a lifestyle. They called their customers boatheads, making buyers feel like part of a tribe, not just a transaction. By 2022, they had captured nearly 48% of Indian wireless hearables market. In financial year 2024 to 25, they crossed 4,000 crores in revenue with 18% year on year growth. That's incredible acquisition. But now, let's talk about what happens after the purchase. Let's be fair, Boat does some things really well in retention. And as a retention marketer, I want to give credit where it's due. Boat built a loyalty program called the Boat Heads Club, giving members access to exclusive offers, early product launches, and other incentives. This isn't just a discount program, it's an identity. When person call themselves boat heads, they are not just buyers anymore, they are fans, and fans don't churn. Boat didn't stay as just an earphones brand. They expanded into smartwatches, speakers, soundbars, and cables. Why does that matter for retention? Because every time a boathead needs a new product in their life, there's already a boat version waiting for them. The next purchase doesn't require a new decision. It's already an easy yes. That's product led retention, and it's genius. During IPL 2024, both saw a 30% spike in airtop sales, but tying their brand to cricket, something their audience already cared deeply about, that's not just marketing, that's showing up in your customer's life at the right emotional moment. That's retention thinking. Boat spends crores making sure the moment you discover them feels exciting. The packaging is premium, the unboxing feels good, the product looks great, they have nailed the pre purchase emotion completely. But here's what interesting, that emotional high a customer feels right after buying, it has a very short shelf life. Psychologists call it the post purchase validation window. 48 to 72 hours where a customer is subconsciously looking for confirmation that they made the right choice. If a brand shows up in that window with the right message, you don't just have a satisfied customer, you have a loyal one. If nobody shows up, that excitement quietly fades into indifference. And indifference is the first step to churn. Boat puts everything into creating that first emotional peak, but leaves the valley after it completely unaddressed. For a brand at this scale, that valley is where hundreds of crores in lifetime value are silently disappearing. The boathead's identity is one of the smartest retention moves any Indian brand has made. Making your customer feel like part of a community rather than just a buyer, that's brand building at its finest. But here's the tension. A tribe is made of individuals, and Boat's communication right now treats the tribe like one single person. The 19-year-old using AirDrops for music gets the same message as the 32-year-old who bought a smartwatch for fitness tracking. Same sale announcement, same launch email, same festival offer. When communication doesn't reflect who you actually are as a customer, you don't feel seen, you feel marketed to. And there's a massive difference between those two feelings. One builds loyalty, the other builds unsubscribes. There is a number I want you to sit with. For a brand at both scale, at any given point, roughly 60 to 70% of their total customer base has not made a purchase in last 90 days. These are not lost customers. These are people who bought, liked the product, then just drifted. The next purchase didn't feel urgent. Nobody reminded them at the right moment. In retention marketing, we call this the lab segment. It is the consistently the highest ROI opportunity in any brand's entire marketing ecosystem because the trust is already there. The brand awareness is already there. The only thing missing is the right trigger at the right time. Boat right now has no visible strategy for this segment. For a brand doing 4,000 crores, building a serious lapped customer strategy could conservatively add hundreds of crores in recovered revenue without spending a single rupee more on acquisition. Whether you are a student learning retention marketing or a brand owner watching this, here are the three things Port's case study shows us. 1. Acquisition without retention is like filling a bucket with holes. Both spends crores on influencers, IPL sponsorships, and ads. If the post purchase experience doesn't match the pre purchase excitement, customers will buy once and move on. 2. Community is powerful, but it's not enough on its own. The boat head's identity is brilliant, but community needs to be supported by personalized communication, smart segmentation, timely touchpoints. Otherwise, it stays at the surface. 3. The biggest revenue opportunity for any growing brand is usually hiding inside their existing customer base. Not in new ads, not in influencers, in the people who already bought from them and just need the right reason to come back. Boat is a great brand, but even great brands leave retention money on the table. And now you know exactly where it is. If you are a beginner, you just saw what retention marketing looks like in real life. Apply to a brand you actually know. Next video, I'm going to show you how to build the post-purchase email flow from scratch. The exact emails, the exact timing, the exact structure. See you there.